ImAllexx has lost over 30,000 subscribers from his 2 YouTube channels in the past 24 hours after threatening to beat his girlfriend's head in with a brick while calling her slurs and a quote-unquote retard.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut up.
Now this guy has proven to be quite the sniveling ghoul, but when I remember this guy's whole deal is slinging around false pedo accusations, false abuse accusations, just really misinformation in general to grow his YouTube channel. The biggest story that I can remember is when he went after this one YouTuber named Slazo, which by the way is another creator that I'm just not very invested in, but this did encourage commentators that I am invested in to scream a ton and freak the out.
Alex apparently lived with Slazo and for a month.
Oh, really?
And did content together. I mean, I would
What?
I would hope.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
absolutely. No, he did. He lived. There's tons of content.
He lived with this guy
He did,
for a month?
He did. You know, and he also, this is a guy that made a video defending PewDiePie, saying, "Hey, I say the N-word all the time in private."
He did?
It's no
He said
problem
that?
at all.
Bro, dude, this guy is a flip-flopping piece of... I hate him. He's not a real person.
That's the extent of my knowledge. I really don't care about ImAllexx. I find him to be one of the most unentertaining, uninteresting human beings to ever live. Look at this. Look at this. This is the intro to one of his videos that actually has the girl in it. Look at this.
Help me, I'm being attacked.
Oh my god.
Crazy psycho.
Oh my god. She's not a
Don't hurt me.
she's not a
I
psycho.
comments to be like,
Alex.
flinches.
Oh my god.
I'm just a massive pussy.
Oh my god, he's such
Beat me
a
up and
he's such a
believe
it's
me.
so funny.
Let me do the intro.
Abuse is not a joke, Alex, but you know that now, don't you? It's kind of like when Eminem blasts some dude in 8 Mile with his killer bars. I enjoy watching the takedown, but after it's over, like who the f was even on stage with Eminem? I don't even remember. Now, ImAllexx has seemed to have gotten away with all of his prior sins with minimal repercussions for reasons that only I seem to truly understand, but we'll get into that later. Now, the new drama started when ImAllexx's girlfriend came out with a dictionary's worth of information in regards to ImAllexx being a BPD boyfriend and extremely abusive in their relationship. Most of which, to be honest with you, I don't find to be very interesting. After the 3rd time of hearing ImAllexx call his girlfriend a slur,
So, neither do you. So, leave it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't go around talking about everything you don't clean up after.
and the 4th time hearing a threat directed from ImAllexx to his girlfriend.
Dude, like yourself. I just told you how to make 6 figures, so off.
I don't know. Your boyfriend's a famous internet celebrity and doesn't trust these people because he has to keep his circle small. Because you might not have anything to lose, because your life might be down the drain, but I still have quite a lot that I would like to give.
I kind of understood what was going on here. It all became very repetitive. Here's one of the alleged examples provided of how ImAllexx would talk to his girlfriend via text message. I picked this example particularly because I like the part where he goes, "Bye, F you, weird f***ing idiot, you win, you. And then she responds, "Understand, I didn't call because you're insulting me," trying to be like mature, like an actual adult. And then he responds again, "F you, f you." Like this dude thinks that he's Donald Trump or some shit. "So call me. Yes, you clearly are. Bye. F you, weird f***ing idiot. You win. F you, stupid woman. I don't want you."
This is a certified hood classic.
Sigma, you get in my way, I'ma feed this to the Sigma. I'm no more during the day, but at night to a Sigma. When the moon shines.
Shut up, mate. Be quiet.
Like I said, there's a dictionary of just shit like this, but you know, that type of thing went on and on until his girlfriend finally decided that she had enough of his bullshit, and then ImAllexx responded to that, crying like a little bitch.
Just like, I wanted to run off into the sunset with you. I was madly in love. But probably, you know, I had, oh, my toe. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ow. No.
If you're gonna try to be Sigma, then at least stick to it. ImAllexx. I know that you're like 5'3" and you weigh 86 pounds soaking wet, but I promise that if you would have just stuck to this shit, eventually your girlfriend would have smacked the shit out of you. And let me tell you something else. I don't think she would have needed a brick. And Alex knows this, okay? That's why the second he gets done crying to his girl, she's like, dang, look at this sorry little thin, malnourished, angry, patchy beard, forever 12-year-old man. I feel so bad for him. So she then makes the mistake of showing weakness, to which you might expect from a crybaby. Once the girlfriend started to simmer down, back down a little bit, Alex responded with threatening to kill her. Listen, I'm skipping some stuff here, all right? I'm jumping around a little bit, but that is pretty much what happened. Allegedly. You see, that's what this really all comes down to. ImAllexx is gaslighting his girlfriend into believing that she would not be able to smack the shit out of him, and that is resulting in him controlling her with emotional abuse, with threats of physical abuse if she were to ever start to escalate and defend herself, which, by the way, is a check that ImAllexx would not be able to cash, okay? So yeah, at the moment, things aren't looking very good for Alex, but as long as he wants to keep his career rolling, he will, okay? This is not going to affect him in the long run to any meaningful capacity, and I'll tell you exactly why. An excellent example to try to show you what I'm going to talk about here would actually be one of Alex's old victims, James Charles. You see, back in the day, James Charles had some accusations levied on him that Alex helped push, that he was some type of sexual predator, that he was trying to manipulate and trick straight men to sleep with them, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. If you're a guy and you have sex with a man, you're gay. Just don't overthink this. You see, the controversy around James Charles wouldn't end there, and the things that he would be accused of in the future would be much worse than the previous that Alex tried to push. You see, in the years to come, James Charles would actually be accused of being a child predator, actually admitting to sending inappropriate messages to two 16-year-old boys. He would admit to this in a video he made apologizing April 15th, 2021. Now you compare this to the Cupcake Man. You know the Cupcake Man. We're not allowed to talk about him anymore for some reason, but the Cupcake Man, you know, the guy that was thoroughly canceled to a meaningful capacity after only trying to molest one child. It's kind of odd to think that James Charles is still around knocking out 1 mil view videos when he, in my opinion, was arguably worse than the Cupcake Man. I base my opinion on the concept of math and the fact that the number 2 is greater than the number 1. So why did James Charles get away with it and the other guy didn't? Well, you see, it's because James Charles looks like this, and the other guy, I'm not allowed to show him, I don't think. I don't know how that is, but he looks something like this. The man is round. The man's a round man. I have never seen a YouTuber get canceled and remain canceled as long as they do 2 things. First one, keep making the content that brought you your audience in the first place. Second one, diet and exercise. That's literally it. Prove me wrong. Boogie2988, I know he was hated before, gets a girl that's too young for him, never hears the end of it to this day. People just call him a pedo all the time on Twitter. They have not been able to drop it. Keemstar, another guy, pretty well hated before, gets a girl that's too young for him. Everyone lets it go. They're fine. They don't bring it up. I mean, for God's sakes, you want to look at a really good example? Look at Vosh. Back in the day, Vosh was constantly getting accused of being a PDF file for just making weird debates online. Now that we have actually seen that he is keeping Lolly on his hard drive, it was like a week. It was like a week, because before Vosh looked like this, and now the Vosh that actually been exposed for having Lolly on his hard drive, he looks like this. Which one of these guys is getting away with it? This guy right here, actually being exposed for having Lolly on his hard drive, gets less shit than this guy. That's literally it. That's literally all you have to do. ImAllexx is a weak, fragile man that looks too much like a bitch for the court of public opinion to ever not pardon him in the long run, and has become the voice for weak, fragile people, and that is why you cannot cancel him as long as he chooses to stand his ground over the souls of the seals I think he clubs to keep his merch store open. His audience has already stood by him through thick and thin. At this point, to look away from Alex would be to look at themselves, which is something the majority will not be able to stand for long. And I hope he keeps going, because Baited is coming back, baby, and I can't wait.
Subscribe to the channel.